morning and welcome to yet another exciting episode of Smell the Coffee on this fine Saturday morning. I am your host, Diana Master. Now, of course, it's finally Saturday and you know what that means. It is time for Die Hevels Fantasties and Joe Black, and to say I am excited is an understatement. Now, you may be wondering where I am. You know I am right here smack dead in the middle of all the fun and all the preparations as we get ready for the concert later today. So we get to see everyone setting up everything, and yes, I know you're jealous, and yes, I know you want to be me. Who knows, I might even crack a few songs. I'm kidding, I probably won't. I really won't. But stick around, we'll be back with more Smell the Coffee as we tour the venue and see everything that we can expect later today.
Tijd vliegt zo stadig. Mis je lekker goed, lekker goed geword op jij die staat. Ons is met die draai vriendin, nooit te vroeg om verliefd te raak niet. Elke klein dingetje doen het net weer. Maar je vrouw, die waarheid maakt zeer op haar plaats.
Windhoek, ons kom Namibië toe, yes! 27 Mei sien ons julle by die Doc Jabber sportgronde saam met die Iwe Joe Black. Yes! Kry jou kaartjies nou by eticket.my.na.
Hey Namibia, it's Joe Black, and I can't wait to come visit you guys on the 27th of May at the Rock and Roll Music Festival in Windhoek. So get your tickets now at the link on top, and come enjoy the day with us. Let's have the biggest show Namibia has ever seen. See you there.
So set it for yourself.
Now, I know you want to know all the ins and outs and the idea behind this amazing concept. And I am joined by Ndilimeke Nambinga, who is Mindscape event manager.
Correct.
Wow, that is a tongue twister.
I know it is, right?
Thank you so much for joining me today and for allowing us to get to see all the behind the scenes before we have the most amazing time of our lives later today.
Thank you for having us, Dee.
Okay, so let's talk.
Yes.
Tell us more about Rock and Roll Namibia and where did the idea start to host such an event?
Well, Mindscape Events is an organization that believes in experiences. Now, one thing that we do love is music. Whether it's rock and roll, whether it's hip hop, you name it, we all about into all the genres. So one thing that we definitely looked at in Namibia is to say, what other markets and what other music genres do people actually bring people together? I think in most cases we know that there's Amapiano and a lot of people are into Amapiano, but you always find that a few demographical groups attend these type of events. So now we were just at a point where we said, you know what other things or what other genres can we go into that bring other demographics? Now let me tell you what.
Okay, tell
Something
me.
that's so interesting about Rock and Roll Namibia is you would anticipate that it's just Afrikaans people who enjoy this type of music, rock and roll, but you find that there are so many people who enjoy this music. But because there are never concerts for these type of music
Events,
and events, you find that people don't go.
Yeah.
And we find that even for the Rock and Roll Fest this year in particular, everybody's talking about it. Everybody's excited about it. So we, as I mentioned earlier, we believe in experiences, and this is part of the experiences, bringing friends, colleagues, everybody together to have a good time. We're going to have a kiddies corner. There's still going to be some.
nice.
Yes, there's still
So
setting
everyone is
up.
involved.
Children are also invited to this concert, and I
Wow.
have to say that, So if you're at home and you just want to have a good time, have a drink, Jägermeister is here, Coca-Cola is here, our sponsors are here, our drinks are going to be out.
Our drinks.
This is
I
a
like
place.
that.
This
I like
is
that.
a place to say there's room for children
Uh-huh.
and there's room for us, and everybody just has a good
So
time.
literally, it's a family affair.
It's a family affair. It's a friends affair.
I
It's
love it.
everybody all inclusive.
We're all gonna
And
have
we-
fun today.
And we just want you all to have an experience that Mindscape Events can give.
Awesome.
Yes.
Okay. So behind us, of course, we're seeing people setting up and getting ready for the shows later today. What can we expect the lineup to be like? Of course, we have Die Hevels Fantasties, we have Joe Black, Vaughan Aarons. Oh my gosh, we have a hell of a lineup. So please tell us.
We have Angamona, we have Savannah Collins, we have Vaughan coming through, Vaughan Aarons, we have Rian Smith, we have DJ Pierre. Guys, it is crazy. We have the best musicians
Okay.
in Namibia. Namibia coming to give us a once-in-a-lifetime experience. So wherever you find yourself in saying, let me tell you something, and I just have to mention this.
Okay.
Before we started Rock and Roll Namibia, I did not know who Joe Black was. Now I love Joe Black. Since his 2017 release of Skip, I was like, wow, guys.
So now you're going to be front row.
I don't even understand Afrikaans, right? But the man's voice, everything about him, sometimes there are a few words that you get out sometimes and you're like, wow, what is it about that song that just made it so emotional? We listen to all types of music, and that's why we say it's a language right now.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say.
Exactly.
That music is a universal language.
It's a universal
you don't
language.
need to understand the language to feel it on an emotional level.
And he's given so much. If you go into YouTube, he's spoken about his depression. He's spoken so many things. You start having a relationship with this person when you don't even know the person. And so it's my first time to see him, and I can't wait
You're
to see
excited.
Joe.
So are we going to be front row together?
Front row
Jamming.
together, my dear darling, sipping on our cocktails and screaming out loud.
Screaming out loud.
That's going to be me. Sunday I won't have a voice.
I have to say, I am super excited.
Sunday I won't have a voice, so please no calls on Sunday.
No calls tomorrow. No calls tomorrow for you.
No calls
Nothing.
tomorrow for me. I do not want any
You don't
phone calls.
exist tomorrow,
I
basically.
don't exist tomorrow. That's
Okay,
how
so
it's
we have
gonna be.
local artists as well as South African artists
Yes.
performing. Why is it important to give local artists such a platform? And why is it important for them to get involved in events like this?
I think it's just so important to always know that everything starts at home. It is always so sad when people don't appreciate what they have at home. And one thing is, I support local first and foremost before I support outside.
Yes.
If you look at the accomplishments, for example, that Rian Smith has done in his musical career, or DJ Pierre, I mean, these people have gone outside of this country to just represent our country. So why not celebrate them as well? So this stage is not just about the guests that we invite, because mind you, these people come and they go.
Yes.
But our local artists stay. And
True.
these are our people.
Yes.
These are us. At the end of the day, they represent Namibia everywhere they
We
go.
have to support
so
them
we
first.
have to support them first before we look outside. And that's why it's so key to always support your
local
people.
artists, and I'm glad
Exactly.
you're giving local artists
Exactly.
a platform. So why did you decide on the Havels Fantasties and Joe Black from South Africa?
Well, I mean, come on, guys. These guys are absolutely crazy. The Heerbo Fantasties, a lot of the older generation will know them, right? A lot of people will definitely link up
Vibe
to
to
them and vibe to them. And then Joe Black, he's 2017, like I told you, Skipper. So it's a lot of new. So we have the best balance of old and new. And that's why we chose this. Because, like I said, it's an experience. We don't just want you to have one short experience.
Yeah.
We want you to say, guys, we came from whatever
It was
year into
a
whatever year,
crazy
and that's what it's
experience,
all about. And then obviously our local artists also give a vibe.
Yes.
You know, so we just want to have like a balanced concert, and that's why we just decided, guys, we either
It's the best
do it,
lineup.
we either do it right
Or don't do it at all.
don't do it at all.
True,
So,
I
yes.
like that. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so can the procrastinators in Windhoek still get their tickets, and what are the prices?
Okay, for the procrastinators, all right?
And why are you procrastinating?
I
really?
do not know. I don't know. What is it about last minute tickets?
It's fun. We like to live on the edge.
We love to
We love
At
to
least
live on
this
the edge.
concert is about being on the edge, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So there are still tickets available. Unfortunately, Golden Circle is sold out,
Okay.
but there are still tickets available at My E-Tickets, and they'll still find tickets at the gate as well.
Okay.
Of course, it's from 350 for the general, but at the gate you'll find them still at 400. So please, and bring your children. I keep saying this.
It'll
Let
be-
your
it's
kids
a
also
family
have
affair.
fun.
Yes.
Yes. Don't
Yes,
look
don't be
at
selfish.
Don't look for babysitters. We'll have enough people to look after your kids, and they'll also have just their fun. So please, everybody out there who's still trying to get it, who's still wondering, can I? Yes, you can.
You definitely
and then
can.
tomorrow you'll say, thank God,
I did it.
I did it.
Yes, you'll be happy you did it. Okay,
exactly.
so we did briefly touch on the fact that we have drinks available. Are we going to have food stalls available?
We're gonna have food stores, guys. Everything is here.
Everything is here.
I
And you
mean,
mentioned cocktails. You had me at cocktails.
We have everything coming through. We have Namibia. Guys, look at the back. If you look at Jägermeisters, you know that it's a bit chilly. You're sorted.
You're
All
sorted.
right?
You're fine.
Sorted,
You're
you're
good.
fine. We're gonna have really good food. We have a lot of people coming through. A lot of stores are coming through, have
Okay.
come through. So they're still busy setting up right now. So at the end of the day, guys, there's food. There's everything. There's nothing that you need out there that you're not gonna get here.
Here. Literally everything you need is here. And when
Exactly.
you show up today at 3 when the gates open, everything is going to be ready, set up, Mecca and I are going to be enjoying cocktails, and we're definitely going to be front row.
Front seats,
Front seats,
row.
screaming
That's what
our
we're gonna
lungs
do. Yes,
out, rocking
yes.
and rolling to the fullest.
Yes, and when you see me screaming, please do not
Mind your
disturb me.
business.
Just know I'm in the moment and I'm feeling the experience.
You're feeling the experience. All right, that is it. Thank you so much,
Thank
Mecca,
you
for
so much
joining me.
Thank you so much for having
And
us.
telling me everything that I need to know, and of course, selling the event to us and what we can expect. Do remember, gates open today at 3. There is an amazing lineup. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. I will see you there.
Joining us is one of the veteran musicians in Namibia, the man in the hat, one of the coolest cats around. I think the coolest cat around, maybe, potentially.
Oh.
Rian Smith, how are you doing?
Oh, good, Irene. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. So, Rian, you are going to be the man in the hat once again. Hopefully, you'll bring your hat to rock and roll this weekend. Are you
Yeah,
bringing
it's
a hat?
pretty much always there, yeah.
Have you decided which hat? Because there's
Probably this
different
one.
hats.
Yeah, probably this one.
Yeah.
It's a comfortable one, yeah.
Okay, so how are you feeling about rock and roll Namibia? There's quite a jam-packed lineup.
I'm very excited. Both acts are quite amazing to see. Joe Black is an experience to witness. He's got such a vibrant energy and a kind of storyteller kind of character. And then the Yvels Fantasties are like Afrikaans rock and roll legendary. They're just legends in that scene, doing it for a long time, and also just an insane act to watch. So I'm excited to see them both again.
Mm-hmm. So you are a veteran musician in Namibia. You've performed at a lot of events, at a lot of festivals. For the people coming who want to stay for the entire lineup, which would be the only real answer here, let's not lie to ourselves, what would you recommend when attending a festival? You've seen the best and the worst.
What would I recommend in terms of?
for a good festival experience?
Just engage with the art, engage with the music, engage with the artist. You'll find that you have the best time when you really connect and listen to the music. Also helps to listen to the music beforehand, so you can sing along as well. And it's really, that music's about everybody, and everyone being there. It's that kind of united moment where everyone's kind of experiencing the same thing at the same time. So I say to get the most out of the festival, give your attention to those artists, and you'll be amazed at what you'll feel.
Mm-hmm. And stay hydrated, I guess.
Yeah, like that too, yeah. I guess.
Okay, so will this be your first rock and roll Namibia?
I don't know if they've done this before.
They have done it.
Yeah, they have. Well, I've seen Mindscapes Events, an amazing event company. I haven't personally been to one of these specific events. The Spookwolf one I was involved with in Swakopmund. And yeah, it's such a nice thing to see these kind of acts coming to Namibia, and where we don't get to see it quite often. So it's nice that we get the opportunity to see this whole lineup and that level of production put together.
Mm-hmm. Okay, fantastic. So are there any artists that you are excited to be sharing a stage with?
This specific one?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, both Yvels and Joe Black, they're both incredible. But there's Lynn Marie as well. She's performing, and she's one of my favorite local artists. Also, Gareth Harvey, saxophone man. Pierre Pienaar is an amazing DJ. He's made his name in Europe, and he's also like a Namibian legend in the kind of tech scene.
He was born in Kamanyap.
Kamanyap.
Like he's very Namibian.
He's very Namibian. He's very cool. He's an amazing producer.
Okay, thank you so much for joining us, Rian. We will be joining you at Rock and Roll Namibia. But I need to ask you a little favor. I know I've asked you a lot of favors over the years, but I need to ask you to look in the camera and tell them, because they don't always listen to me for some reason. You need to tell them to go buy their tickets at eticket.my.na.
Go buy your tickets at
eticket.my.na.
e-ticket at what? .my.
eticket.my.na.
eticket.my.na. Buy your tickets, because it really helps. The pre-sale thing is great. It helps give the organizers and the artists peace of mind. You know, it's nice that before the show happens, you know you can afford to do the show. So It'd be a great thing to support, and buy your tickets now before they also run out, or just give the organizers peace of mind so that they know they can do this more often.
Yeah, of course. And I mean, if you want to see Rian, you want to see Lynn Marie, you want to see Savannah Collins, Vaughan Orange, Jewels Fantasties, Pierre Pinar, Joe Black, there's so many. I think I forgot some.
Yeah, it's
I'm
great.
sorry if
Vaughan
I
is
forgot
amazing, Savannah's amazing. It's a beautiful lineup. We're going to have a great time.
Yeah, it is going to be a great time. So eticket.my.na gets you in at Rock and Roll Namibia.
Welcome to What's Cooking, where culinary passion meets expert insights.
Somebody must really want to cook and want to cook good food.
Immerse yourself in the bustling world of professional kitchens as top chefs create mouthwatering dishes. Join us for in-depth interviews as our host explores the experiences and expertise of our guest chefs. Don't miss out. Tune in to What's Cooking on NTV every Friday at 2100 hours and let the culinary adventure begin.
The biggest event of the weekend is happening today at 3 o'clock. Well, that's when the gates open. And trust me when I say be there or be square. And trust me, you don't want to be a square. But again, if rock and roll really isn't your thing, which I highly doubt. I mean, guys, come on. It's good music, good food. Everything that you could need to have an awesome time is happening right here today. But if that's not your thing, let's take a look at the weekend vibes.
3, 2, 1.
It's the end of the month as well as a long weekend for many. So if you're looking for something to do, look no further. At 8 on Saturday, a market takes place at Droombos until 2 with a variety of stalls, horse riding and more. As from 10 o'clock, the gates open for the Jewels Fantasties and Joe Black performance, taking place at the Doc Jabba hockey fields in the capital. The show only starts later in the evening though. Heading to the Erongo region, at precisely 11 minutes past 11, the carnival season kicks off at the coast with the ever-popular Narrenwekker in Sam Nujoma Avenue. And at 6, a night market takes place at the Swakopmund Hotel and Entertainment Centre until 10 p.m. Further afield, the Otjiwarongo 4x4 Fussbait is back, bigger and better at the Paresis Showgrounds. On Sunday at 5, Africa According to Jazz is hosted at Anna's Krovenberg in Klein Windhoek. Join in as the 60th anniversary of Africa Day is celebrated with some jazz. Tickets cost $300, which includes a complimentary wine and canapes. Finally, if you haven't seen it yet, Aktuval Ilovo's exhibition Onlooker can be viewed at the Project Room in Windhoek until the 30th. Have fun and take care.
Welcome to Active Kids, a daily TV show that sparks creativity, learning, and fun for young minds. With exciting activities and lessons, Active Kids inspires curiosity and a love for learning.
New face to the 15.
The perfect mix of play and education. Don't miss out on the fun. Tune into Active Kids on NTV every weekday at 10 o'clock and let the adventure begin.
At the Doc Jabba hockey fields is where you want to be later on today as the Jewels Fantasties perform. But if rock and roll is not your thing, fear not, we have you covered. Let's take a look at what's happening in the world of sport.
Namibian Local Authority Sports and Recreation Association Games are underway in Swakopmund under the theme Local Authorities Employees Mental Health Matters. The 12th edition of the game started on Monday and concludes on Friday. Erongo Regional Governor Neville Andre commented, "The government of the Republic of Namibia recognizes the benefit of a safe and healthy working environment for workers in Namibia as it enhances productivity and economic growth. It has also established the policy on occupational safety and health at the workplace, primarily also focusing on the integrating employee wellness into the occupational safety and health programs. Ensuring safety and health and wellness of the working population is a primary responsibility of the government," Itopa said. Former African and global title holder Jeremiah Nakathila has his sights set on bouncing back after a disappointing defeat in the United States of America. The boxer says he has been angered by how proceedings went down in the USA, but still believes he can push back to become one of Namibia's greatest champs. Nagathila lost to Raymond Moratala in their lightweight 10-round contest last weekend. Nagathila is back in the country and ready to pounce again. I will come back and make a statement because as a fighter, you will always win some and lose some. I still believe the referee stopped the fight prematurely because I was doing fine and could have. The Americans' win came via a technical knockout in the second round at the 2-minute 48 seconds mark. The fight was an undercut to Devin Haney and Vasily Lomachenko's fight at the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas, which Haney defended successfully. Moratala rocked Nagathila with a right hand when this were just over 20 seconds left to go in the second round. Nagathila moved backward onto the ropes. Moratala swamped him and unloaded a barrage of power punches, and the referee, Robert Hale, stepped between them because he thought the Namibian was too hurt to continue. Founder of AC Moses has informed the public that there has been a change in the hosting of a fundraising gala dinner for Baby Meta. The fundraising gala event for Baby Meta's medical expenses was initially scheduled for 27 May, but will now take place on 9 June. We apologize for any inconvenience caused by this change. The venue for the gala will be the Marigold Hotel located in Windhoek, Namibia. We are delighted to announce that the event will be held in the conference venue at this beautiful establishment, Moses said. AC said that they understand the importance of the gala in support of Baby Meta's medical expenses and greatly appreciate the continued support. Moses believes that the new date and venue will provide them with a chance to have a wonderful evening that can make a difference in Baby Meta's life. The boxing fundraising gala event is aimed at raising funds for Baby Meta's medical expenses as an act towards a good cause. Baby Meta is an 8-month-old baby who has a serious medical condition, and the medication needed for the treatment is said to be expensive, hence the arrangement of this fundraising boxing event.
Welcome to My.NA Cars, your ultimate destination for everything automotive.
I am your host, Diana Master. Teamwork makes the dream work, right?
Discover the latest models, innovative technologies, and expert insights from our passionate hosts. Learn essential maintenance tips and get exclusive behind-the-scenes access to the automotive industry. Don't miss My.NA Cars on NTV every Thursday at 2100 hours. Tune in and ignite your passion for automobiles.
Mis je lekker goed, lopen goed geword op jij die staaf. Ons is met die drive voor die nooit te vroeg om verliefd te raak niet. Elke klein dingetje doen het net weer. Mijn juffrouw, die waarheid maakt zeer op bij plaats.
Windhoek, ons kom Namibië toe, yes! 27 Mei sien ons julle by die Doc Jabber sportsgronde saam met die Iwe Joe Black. Yes! Kry jou kaartjies nou by eticket.my.na.
Hey Namibia, it's Joe Black, and I can't wait to come visit you guys on the 27th of May at the Rock and Roll Music Festival in Windhoek. So get your tickets now at the link on top, and come enjoy the day with us. Let's have the biggest show Namibia has ever seen. See you there.
Well, they do say all good things must come to an end, and that is it for today's episode of Smell the Coffee. But that is not the end for me, because like I did say earlier on, and this whole episode has been about us preparing to watch Die Hevels Fantasties, Joe Black and many other fantastic artists right here today at the Doc Jabber Hockey Fields. Now do remember, gates open at 3, and I do hope I get to see you there. I'm going to go change and I'm going to get ready to get my party on. Until then, it's all my love, all my light, and adios.